Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking to you all about my condition that I have, which is seborrheic dermatitis, and I'm also going to be talking to you all a little bit about aesthetics because I just finished school to become a licensed esthetician. So I just feel like it all goes hand in hand when talking about this particular condition and what you can do to help. So if you have any friends that may have it, or maybe you may be experiencing some of the same symptoms, just keep on watching. So basically I made some notes for you all so that I can kind of just touch on everything that I needed to touch on, and I wanted to make sure that I gave you all the information that I do have currently, and hopefully you all can reply and let me know some of the things that you have experienced personally, or just some things that you may know that can help me out. But basically, the brief definition of seborrheic dermatitis is a skin condition that causes scaly patches and red skin, mainly on the scalp. Now for me, when I first was experiencing seborrheic dermatitis, I was having just mainly a lot of just dandruff, and I didn't know exactly why I was having that dandruff. So I was washing my hair a lot, but it seemed like the more that I washed my hair, it would just still come right back, thick, flaky, scaly patches on my scalp. And this would be, I would wash my hair and maybe 2 or 3 days later it would be there. It's a very kind of embarrassing condition to have, mainly because people don't understand the fact that, you know, things like this happen. These types of things are normal. But basically, you know, me just being so into hair and everything like that, I was wearing different wigs, wearing different quick weaves, and noticing that when I took my sew-ins out, that I would basically have a whole head full of flakes and just scabs, and my scalp will be severely irritated from me just scratching and trying to get the scales out while I'm still trying to I guess you could say make my sewing last. I can't keep a sewing for more than about 2 to 3 weeks back when I was wearing sew-ins, but I just conveniently kind of switched over to making my own wigs, which I'll do a video on that as well. But basically I just want to be having seborrheic dermatitis, I just want to be able to access my scalp as frequently as possible. So I have these wigs basically so that I can be able to wash my hair ever so often, just make sure that I can get to my scalp and so that it can breathe. Some of the symptoms and causes that are to believe to cause seborrheic dermatitis, which I did have properly diagnosed through a dermatologist, so I would suggest, if you can possibly, definitely go and, you know, don't take my word for it, just go to a dermatologist and have them properly diagnose you. But some of the causes are stress. It could be genes. It could be from a natural yeast that is normally on the skin, cold or dry weather, certain medical conditions. And it is not, definitely what I want to make clear, it's not from being unclean. Not from being unclean. Some of the, I guess you could say, medical conditions would be acne, alcoholism, depression, an eating disorder, epilepsy, heart attack, psoriasis, or rosacea. I can definitely probably say that maybe just going down the list of these things, I experienced some depression, I've experienced some I guess you can say stress. I've had a lot of stressful events happening, you know, just trying to get into the beauty world, just going through the school as far as becoming an esthetician, you know, just making that choice, just kind of taking that leap of faith. It really did put a toll on me. But you know, nothing great comes without stress, or without, I can't even say stress, but nothing great comes without some type of trial or some type of mountain climbing that you're going to have to do to get over to that next level in life, because I feel like it's necessary for you to truly appreciate where you are once you get to that level or whatever, or maybe not even to forget where you come from. That way, if I feel like going through trials and everything like that, it makes you more relatable, you know, so just regular ordinary people. So basically, after I got diagnosed from the proper way from my dermatologist, I went to my teacher at my school. She is a holistic doctor, but I just wanted to find out some ways that I could possibly try to cure seborrheic dermatitis on my own without having to take steroids, which was what the dermatologist prescribed to me. And I just want to show you all a few things that basically helps me currently, you know, dealing with seborrheic dermatitis and everything. Because I do remember in a few of my videos I would always say I have these dry patches, or even when I get up really close, you could kind of see on my scalp, it was a lining around my scalp that basically was just dry and patchy. One thing that I definitely can say that has helped is getting all that scaly skin off, but not necessarily irritating my face, is something that I definitely wanted to do, because not only does seborrheic dermatitis affect the scalp, it also, I was getting dry patches here, and I'm just trying to make sure my camera isn't cutting off. That's why I keep checking over here, so sorry everyone. But basically I was getting it on my brows, my forehead right here, and a lot of redness and dryness right up in, or flakiness, I can't even say dryness, because seborrheic dermatitis is actually the overproduction of sebaceous glands or sebaceous activity, which is oil. So it's in no way, shape, or form actually a dry skin condition. It is actually something that your cell turnover rate in a normal, youthful, healthy person is about every 28 days. And so with seborrheic dermatitis, all that oil and everything is causing you to just rapidly reproduce more cells faster, and that oil is causing them to lift. So basically that's where you're getting that flake from. So so adding oil would definitely not be the best thing to do, although I've heard there are some natural remedies like tea tree oil. And so the tea tree oil is a natural antiseptic. I have not tried tea tree oil yet. I just have not gotten around to it, but I definitely will try it and let you all know. Another thing that you can do to possibly clear up this seborrheic dermatitis is your diet. Are you eating a lot of foods that you're not supposed to be eating? I did take a list on my phone to show you all some of the things: dairy, gluten, eggs, seafood, peanuts, tree nuts, soy, corn, yeast, refined sugars, nightshades like tomatoes, potatoes, peppers, eggplant, tobacco, citrus fruit, chocolate, caffeine, fruit preservatives, and MSG. Now we already know those things are not good for us, a lot of those things, but basically these are some things that could be in your diet triggering this condition a little bit more. Now I was just going over some of the places where you may see seborrheic dermatitis. I was naming middle of the chest. I kind of have a little bit of dryness there as well, itchy, flakiness. I keep saying dryness, but I'm so sorry. I'm just definitely trying to get into using the right terminology. But basically I had a little bit of reaction to the seborrheic dermatitis on my chest area. You can get it on your navel, buttocks, skin fold, underarms and legs, in that little part where your the back of your knee is, and the groin, and it also says below breast. And I can definitely attest to this. I mean, if it's TMI, I'm sorry, but basically I do have like fairly kind of large breasts, and so when I would notice during the summertime, or sometimes even during the winter time, it would get very, very flaky underneath my breast, and I just thought maybe it was some type of rash from it being so hot and so irritated and just rubbing. So I would make sure I washed my bras every day, or every time I would wear them, I would not wear them for long periods of time, and also try to change them out. And I still was noticing it, but I did not know exactly what it was. At the time I didn't have any health insurance, so as normally we try to Google doctor it and see what's going on. This condition did come up, but I never did actually consider it, because I was like, there's no way I have that. But that all plays into basically just going to your dermatologist and getting it correctly diagnosed. But I would definitely say don't be embarrassed by having seborrheic dermatitis. It is something that is very, very natural. It's almost, you might as well say, like a scalp eczema. I first noticed that the one thing that made me want to really go and get it checked out was I was noticing that my hairline, it was basically running away. Like I was getting so much flakiness going on, and I was just scratching it and peeling it, trying to get the flakes off daily, that I basically was ripping my hair out with it. And each day as I did it, I just noticed patches, because I was comparing each side, and I just noticed patches of hair just gone. And so basically that's what really made me want to go and get it checked out. And that's when I went to the dermatologist. But just don't be embarrassed by it. Just try to find out what definitely works for you. As far as with makeup, I find that using hydrocortisone cream, oh, I have it here, it's like hiding from me. Okay, so hydrocortisone cream Now this is a, trying to focus it in, sorry if it's not focused. Here we go. Brand right here, I believe it was from like a drugstore. This is the D&G Health brand, but this one, it specifically says on the back that it treats temporary relief itching associated with minor skin irritations, inflammations, and rashes due to seborrheic dermatitis. So basically any type of dead skin off. So I would normally use my Clean and Clear. This is a deep action exfoliating scrub, and this scrub helps so much. It's oil free and it's a gentle exfoliant. Then I would tone my face, of course, because you need that toner to put your skin back at the natural pH level, which I'll explain in future videos. But it just basically balances out your skin after you've done all that exfoliating and washing. Then I will go ahead on and hydrate my skin with this hydrocortisone cortisone cream, and I would sometimes put 1 to 2 coats on, depending on, you know, how much of a reaction I'm having at that time. After that, then I will go ahead and apply my concealer, then foundation and makeup. So it's been basically working for me so far, so good. I've noticed that around this area it definitely helps a lot with the patches and everything, and on my cheek area as well, the irritation has definitely gone down tremendously. So this right here, I kind of live by it right now. I'm just in the process of just trying to find out what works for me. So if you all know of anything that could possibly help or work, or you would like for me to try out and just give you a review about it, I'll definitely keep it in mind, because I definitely need help. Can't say I'm an expert, but hey.